Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Willis to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 2nd and 10. 19 Tiger. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend out 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They go play action with Willis. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert going to change the play here. They'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented him from maybe going all the way.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. In motion goes the tight end. Second down, here's Willis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
59. Baylor Tigers, go.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Willis. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fit the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis looks to pass it here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. In motion left, that's Thornton.
Ready.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after one. First down, it's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Hey, Kappa.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first and 10, Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for L.A. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Eckler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Now Herbert going to change the look. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Track 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
3rd down, it's Willis. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's the Raiders punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And just a 30-yard punt that time. Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hold me troops right. Hey, go lion. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Herbert now. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds Johnston. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Home trips right. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyquan Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Willis looking to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Go street.
Willis out of the gun. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Willis will look to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw, Willis. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Willis on 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw, Willis. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Hey, Ray. Hey, Ram.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he gets this to Thornton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, here's Herbert. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Again, Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Herbert on first down now. Touchdown, Chargers. Brandon Ayuk from 13 yards out.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's go. 21. Crowd right. Ready?
Out of the gun, Herbert. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Dancing to his left. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. And they pitch it to Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, Kappa. Hey, go lion.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Home troops right. Let's go. Set.
Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Right side, he has Johnston. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice.
Touchdown! Donald Parham from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now, well, they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Willis's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. On a nice burst. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Adams, the man in motion right. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second down, here's Willis. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Raiders 43, Chargers 28.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. He's got Eckler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Here's 1st down. Now Herbert. And that one drops down. Good coverage there. Force the ball free. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
59. Set.
Throwing, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
21. Crowd right. Hey, Kappa.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to have a Raider 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this,